Hey everybody. So today we're doing something a little different the way we're making our dyed paper. I'm starting with 3 sheets of tissue paper. I want to make some poppies and I want them in a deep rich flower color. So I don't want to necessarily bleach and go through that process of making the ends lighter. I actually just want the center of the flower to be darker. So I took a pink sheet, an orange sheet, and a dark red sheet. And I think these 3 colors together are going to make a nice, rich, corally orange. If you ever want to check, if you hold it up to the light, you pretty much get a good idea of what the color is going to come out like when you end up mixing it together. But what I do want to do is know where the bottom of my paper petal is going to be so that I can then add some dye along that line so that that color will kind of gradient into the petal. So what I'm doing before I start gluing is I'm just making some light pencil marks at the bottom of each petal row, just so I have a guide of where I'm going to add the dye to. You can see we are ready to glue. I mixed my glue up, going a little heavy on the glossy glue rather than the matte glue, kind of like a 2 to 3 ratio. I just want these petals to be shiny. I don't know if you look at a picture of a poppy, usually a lot of them are deep red and they're very shiny looking, almost plasticky looking. So I really wanted to try to duplicate that. So first thing, checklist is take out your paper clips because you don't want to glue them in there. And then when I am doing just a big open sheet of 20 by 30 like this, I just start in the middle and do a line to each end. Then I go out to each corner. You just want to get the paper stuck in place as quickly as possible, because then it won't shift on you. So I kind of make this star pattern, and this is kind of fun because this is where you're going to see what color paper is kind of developing. So like I said, I had mixed orange, red, and pink, and I'm getting this beautiful, rich, orangish red. It's just really beautiful. So what I'm going to do is add even a deeper color along those lines that we drew in, and then you can cut your petals right on those lines. So the trick here is you really want to make sure all the paper is saturated through. So that looks good to me. Now I want to add, like I said, some dye along those lines that I made. You also notice I did put on rubber gloves. I'm not the best at putting on the rubber gloves. I don't like wearing them, but otherwise you end up really with like red hands. So I try to remember. So let's mix up a good dye color. I kind of want to do this chocolate brown and wine. And I'm literally just putting a couple drops in of each color. I bought these needles. They're really huge needles, but I just fill it up, and that way you can really focus it where you want. So I'm really just going to kind of do that and then kind of just rub it in here. All right, so that's one row. So I'm just going to keep working down through the pencil marks here, kind of follow it with my finger, and it's just kind of making a darker stripe on the line where I'm going to cut. See how fun making your own paper is? The possibilities are endless. This is what creativity is about. Playing, getting your hands, well, getting your rubber gloves dirty and playing around. See what happens. Okay, see how this is working out? It's gonna look so natural. So this sheet will make 4 poppies from this sheet. And once you feel good about your colors, you're gonna cover it up with parchment paper. And reuse your parchment paper. It's too expensive to have a fresh sheet for every time you make paper. And besides that, I feel like it's almost like a seasoned cast iron pan because you have remnants of other colors, and those will add into the paper and make it even more beautiful. So I always suggest reusing them as long as you can. Eventually they'll rip and you'll be like, okay, I gotta throw it out. Next step, take your rolling pin. And you just want to make sure you're pressing as much of the water out as you can. Press it toward the bottom and the top. And you can always go in with a paper towel if you want. Okay, then we're just going to put another couple sheets of white paper. Again, I like to reuse these. And these are really just to absorb the water in between your layers. Now we're ready to do another layer of whatever colors you want. White paper, parchment paper, and then your tissue paper. Put an extra box on top, and then you're going to start adding some weight. So I use the dining room leaves from my dining room table. Have to add my joy. I know this is crazy, but this is my typical setup. You can also use clamps, and I just don't like to clamp to my kitchen counter. As I say, let this cook. 72 hours would be great. 48 hours, no less than 48 hours. The longer you leave it, the better your paper is coming out. Next will be the unveiling. I'll open this up and we'll see how the paper came out, which is always exciting. So I'm excited to share that with you guys.